Another function of the state besides the class control function is to protect the owning class from itself, from its own avarice, to see that the parasites don't destroy the very organism upon which they feed. The capitalist state must keep the capitalist class from devouring itself. It's a self-consuming dynamic. We saw that happen just a couple of years ago. Do you remember? We saw Enron and WorldCom and Halliburton and Harkin, the activist element of the investor class, literally expropriating not only the taxpayers and workers, but the investments and the investors themselves. These guys got the great idea, said, we want to make money. Why bother making refrigerators? Well, you've got to deal with labor, you've got to build factories, you've got to then worry about marketing and selling these refrigerators. I know a better way to make money. Let's just go tap into money streams, into pension funds, into investment funds, and the like. And they've been caught plundering investor income. So you had an element of the investor class devouring its own investor class. It's kind of fascinating dynamic to watch. And billions of dollars involved here. And some of these people, they've been caught. Some of these people have been caught, and they're going to have to do hours of community service. There's a whole country that got victimized this way, where the state literally failed in that second function of protecting the capitalist state from capitalist investors. And that's Argentina. Remember that a few years ago, where the whole financial structure was simply pilfered and plundered. I mean, they were middle-class Argentinians. I know a woman, she had $15,000. In Argentina, that's a nest egg for her. Gone. Just all gone, wiped out. The failure of the capitalist state to protect investment capitalism from investment plunder. I sometimes think that the crucial difference between Democrats, the Democratic Party leadership, and the Republican Party leadership is that the Democrats understand this second function, and they see it as important, whereas the Republicans, especially the group that are in the White House right now, don't want to know about it. They don't care. I mean, they're going for broke. They want to take it all and grab it all. But, you know, it's very hard for us to place our faith in the Democratic Party leadership. The Democratic Party, rank and file, really did come through in enormous numbers in this past election. Many of them radicalized them. I have Democratic centrist friends of mine. Some of my best friends are Democratic centrists. And there may be some, I suspect, in this very room right here. Oh, you know who you are. But saying things like I would only hear from myself. A friend of mine, you might know his name, but I won't say it, saying something like, this isn't a republic anymore. This isn't a democracy. This is a banana republic. We've got a bunch of plutocrats at the top, and they're just plundering and swindling everything, and they're taking the whole, not just this country, they're building a whole empire, and they think they're going to get everything they want, blah, blah, blah. And it's really good to hear. But the Democratic leadership is pathetic in that their rank and file is way ahead of the leadership. Just as with the Republicans, it's the opposite. The leadership really knows what it's doing, and that rank and file really thinks it's all about abortion and fighting gay marriage and all those other things, and waving flags. But the Democratic leadership, in fact, when I get asked a lot, what do you think of the Democratic Party? And I always say, I think of Oscar Wilde. Because when Oscar Wilde, over a century ago, came to America, he landed in New York, and they told him, oh, Mr. Wilde, you must go up to Niagara Falls. That's where all the newlyweds go. It's one of the great wonders of the world, of nature. You've got to go see Niagara Falls. So Oscar Wilde went up there. He saw this great wonder of nature, the falls down there, and he said, Niagara Falls is the second greatest disappointment that American brides experience on their honeymoon. And that's the way I feel about the Democratic Party. It's the second greatest. I told this to Dennis. We're doing a fundraiser for him. I said, it's the second greatest disappointment. And I feel we're getting screwed, and not very well, really.